Welcome to the 2009 UVEF Top 25 Under 5 Awards Luncheon. A special welcome to our distinguished guest, who will be introduced momentarily. I'm John Pilmer, UVEF Communications Chair. It's in that spirit of entrepreneurship and perseverance that we celebrate today. The Wall Street Journal recently reported that more than half of the 2009 Fortune 500 launched their companies during a recession or bear market. Wouldn't you agree? 2009 is a great year for entrepreneurs in Utah.
This year marks Utah Valley Entrepreneurial Forum's 20th year celebration. It was started back 20 years ago. Some of the founding members are here today. When large contributions were made by Kyle Love and others, and the Utah Angels that have helped make this successful, and then the board members that have followed, and they volunteer their time and give so freely to this organization because they believe in it. Utah Valley Entrepreneurial Forum is a place where like-minded, or maybe I should say entrepreneurially minded individuals can meet together, network, and learn together and share experiences. Whether you're a new entrepreneur trying to have your first idea, or a seasoned veteran trying to grow your latest venture, UVF is a great place to get connected and help accelerate your access to money, markets, and mentors. Entrepreneurism is actually the backbone of our economy, our national economy. In these times of uncertainty and economic downturn, Utah entrepreneurs have actually helped soften the blow by creating thousands of jobs in the last couple of years alone. In 2004, of all these companies, these 25 companies that we're talking about, only 4 of them reported revenues. And their total combined revenues in 2004 was only $237,000. And collectively, those 4 companies only employed 41 individuals. 2008, all 25 companies, their combined revenue totals was 80+ million, and they employed over 841 people. You gotta. Also in 2008, the average revenue for company, if you take all the averages and you make an average for each individual company, their revenues were like 3.2 million. And also another interesting fact is not one company attributed more than 25% of that 80 million total. So that's just amazing, and our hats off go to you and everybody who's an entrepreneur that has the vision and the drive and the tenacity to make things happen.
The Utah economy is one of the fastest growing in the United States, and has been for over the last 5 years, depending on what source you're tracking this with. It's Utah's entrepreneurial drive that is creating that statistic that puts us at the top. It's not the large corporations, it's the small entrepreneurial companies.
The Daily Herald is thrilled about the opportunity to work with Utah Valley Entrepreneurial Forum on their 20th anniversary year. It was our intention, to bring more information and understanding to Utah Valley about the unique role that invention and innovation plays every day in our economy. As we worked with UVEF over the past 6 months, we've learned a great deal about the history and the future of ingenuity and technology in Utah Valley. 30 years ago, a young BYU professor named Alan Ashton took a risk on a good idea, word perfect. This small invention later became the world's dominant word processing program and opened the doors for many of our current success stories like Novell, Omniture, and Mosey. The one good idea bred countless others, and together they changed the entire direction of the state. Today, hundreds of thousands of jobs, countless community programs, and a phenomenal spirit of collaboration and entrepreneurialism all can trace their existence back to a young man that had the gumption to take a risk. And the Daily Herald has created an award to recognize Alan Ashton as the Founding Fathers Award. So it is from us at the Daily Herald and everyone here at Utah Valley. We thank you, Mr. Ashton. Karen, you want to come up too?
If you can harness your energy and get harmony going and do the things that others are asking to do, you can generate a lot more than you normally would do. Remember, just one example is we were at Orem City. We started off there in the basement at Orem City doing our first version of WordPerfect on the Data General AOS operating system. We had listened to the workers at Orem City and what they needed and what they wanted, and so we would get their requests sometimes in the morning, and by the afternoon they were put in as additional features. And one of the employees took a document to the city manager and said, "Look what we can do." And she was chastised. She said, "How can you spend so much time lining it up on both sides, the left and the right-hand side?" And she says, "I didn't spend any extra time. All I did is to type it in quickly, made the changes that when I had instead of using the rub out or the white out to get rid of the changes, and then press a button to have it printed out." So we got them converted at an early time. But as we listened to customers and tried to do the things that they wanted, we were very successful.
Recognizing business and small business and those who really do stick their neck out and lay it on the line, the risk reward that's made America great. I hope we celebrate free markets. I'm concerned a little bit about what I see in Washington, D.C., where capitalism is becoming kind of a dirty word. And yet we all here know and appreciate, I think, those principles have been given to us by our Constitution that allows us to have this risk-reward opportunity to do the things remarkable, which has caused our country to be the wealthiest, healthiest country ever seen in the history of our world. So, again, what we're celebrating here today is of extreme importance, and I hope all of us appreciate that. We have been recognized as the best managed state in America. We've been recognized, as has been mentioned already, as the second best. We're already tied with Virginia as the best place in America to do business. We've been recognized as the most dynamic place in America to do business. And probably just as important for us today, as we look at the downturn in the economy around the country, we are recognized now by ALEC, which is the American Legislative Exchange Council out of Washington, D.C. They publish a book called Rich States, Poor States. We are recognized as #1, best positioned to come out of the economic downturn. So that bodes well for us. We're also the fastest growing state in America, which means we've got people that like what they see in Utah.
But I'm an entrepreneur, and some of you may have the same beginnings as I did. I still remember that moment where I became an entrepreneur. I got some, my boss gave me some words that inspired me, and I'll never forget them. It was, "You're fired." And that was it. I was an entrepreneur. Those were the inspirational words that kicked me out the door, and I spread my wings, and I've had a lot of fun.